Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Ben the Human Plays Vagrus the Riven Realms. We're here in Torzak's shelter instead of on the other side of the world like I said we were going to be, because I totally forgot that we're trying to get Gorgoro to be on our good side. We want to go... We want to go to the Civic District, and we want to continue to fight in the Bestiaris Arena. I keep forgetting about that. But we're going to enter the pit fights, enter the arena, choose our fighters. Do not take Eilani. You're hurt? How did this happen? I'm not sure. Krifta, for sure. I think we'll just swap out Eilani for Skornar and then Nadir. This is a solid crew. Instead of Eilani, like, brings some utility because she can stun. But Skornar is like a bit of a longer lasting fighter because he's got some armor and stuff. All right. The monsters that crawl into the arena look humanoid in shape, but behave more like wild beasts, sniffing around and snarling. They start to test the sides of the pit almost right away. Their long claws turn out to be quite efficient in climbing, and before your fighters could enter the fray, the creeps begin to climb out to the horror of the audience. As the first one reaches the rim, a pale magical barrier flashes up for a second, and the creatures are thrown back down. Relief washes over the crowd, and the irritated beasts turn towards your fighters as they enter. How horrifying would that be? You went to a sporting event to watch, and then the things in the arena just start to escape and kill everybody. Okay, so we're fighting some ghouls. That's not too bad. We're gonna put Nadir behind Gorgoro. I think this is fine. They're all spread out anyway, so unless they move. They always have really good initiative, and they always get 2 actions, so it's a little scary to be up against something like this, but if we can nail down 1 or 2 of them early, we should be fine. They do have really high evasion, which you gotta watch out for. Like so. And I don't think you have armor, so I might want to just swing at both of you. And I was hoping we could, like, force one to the back row, maybe. This might be a good fight to throw a bunch of wards down. I feel like this one's gonna be very taxing on my PC as well, because the more you fight ghouls, the slower the game runs for some reason. I do not know why ghouls in particular have that particular effect on the game. Let's throw down a ward, just for some consistent damage, and then try not to attack the guy who's got the ward under him. Thank God Gorgoro has some armor, though. Oh, you backed away, you jerk. And then jumped forward. It is interesting that they are rotating back and forth. Wow, that was perfect. That was good, too. Do we go for the fireball? Wrong decision. But he jumped forward onto the ward and then jumped off again. Nope, he backed up. Krifta, finish him. Yes, Krifta's accuracy cannot be overstated. She is too good. All right. The crowd goes wild as the last of your opponents bites the dust. You even get an approving nod from the mage. I think this is the same message that the last one ended with. Okay. Good job, us. For a solid first 4 minutes of the video. Now we will go to the other side of the world. So the crossroads is 2 days away. So one thing I did is I picked up iron, because if we look at the associated journal entry, there's too many in here. It's so hard to find anything. Realm gate repairs. So we need to bring 36 marble and 24 iron. This is going to be a bit of a task, bringing ceruleus crystal, 10 spectral residue, and 2 silver. The silver's not such a big deal, but I doubt I have even close to that amount of spectral residue on hand. I have 2. So we'll probably have to do some more Temple of the Sleepers farming at some point. I think I read on the subreddit that the sunken place over here can be a good source of spectral residue as well. So we'll have to do that another time, but we have 6 days of food. So I'm kind of thinking we go to Arcane, get 36 marble, and take it to the crossroads. just because I want to start stacking up the materials necessary to repair the gate. We could also bring a bunch of ceruleus crystal, but I think I'll stick with this plan just for marble right now. So the thing is, I was gonna say, if there's something available, we could just drop it off in Arcane on the way and then sell all of our beasts of burden. Let's pick up 2. I think we'll need more, actually. So let's see here. Yeah, you. There's always a lot of missions to go to Arcane for some reason. That's a lumen as well. We could get another one and get this last one for the Church of Sergorod, so we might as well. Let's buy the last beast of burden. That's not the last beast of burden. And we need another worker now. All right. Look at that. We're fully loaded for Cleveland. Let's see here. This is mine, so don't sell that. Takes 4 days. We have 4 days of supplies now. 3 to 4 days, and then it'll take a couple days to get back to the crossroads. So we should probably get as many supplies as we can get our hands on. 6 days I'm more comfortable with. So let's head out. We'll take this route where we go up. What? 55! Holy crap. Nope. Sorry, dude. 55. That's like all of the profit I stood to gain by taking all this stuff up to Arcane. I wonder if like different roads are under the different jurisdiction of different trade houses. So like sometimes when I'm on this road here, I'll be like, I'm good friends with whatever trading house, right? I think it's House Aquo. And then other roads, I won't even have the option. I'm guessing that's it, is like certain trading houses run the different roads, and then whatever road you're on, if you have the good standing, you can convince them not to pay. So that's just kind of interesting. All right, so take this out of here. We have 3 days of food. 2 to 3 days to the crossroads. Let's grab the 36 marble. 36. And I doubt you have iron. That would be surprising. You have 2. It's gonna be crazy expensive here, and we still need more anyway. I think it was like 20? 24, even more than I thought. We're not even halfway. Okay, so I think we'll head out. Yeah, we have 6 movement, so we should. Straight to the crossroads. Yeah, and we should be able to reach there tomorrow. Definitely now, because we have our movement buff. Ta-da! Let's see here. This is all looking good. Gorgoro's actually fully healthy now. And we've reached the crossroads. Let's talk with Buka before we go. We'll go for blessing. Ask about news. Trade. And then go back to the Comitatus. We will go to the Realm Gate now. On we go. Now the real thing is trying to figure out how I get the resources to the other side of the gate. And maybe I'm doing this all wrong. Maybe you're supposed to source it in the Bronze Desert and bring it to the guys. But like, I couldn't find a good source of marble over there. And maybe you're not supposed to find a good source of marble over there. Maybe you're just like, you're just supposed to like take small amounts and slowly like bring it over there. I'm not sure. We still have our huge stash of bogweed in here, which is very funny to me. I accidentally forgot my beasts here last time, so there's gonna be every beast known to man here. We have 8 beasts of burden and 16 mounts. It is just like comically huge. Alright, so we actually have enough labor. So this was the other thing I was thinking about, is I didn't do it because I wasn't sure if it would actually work. But I was wondering, like, depending on the number of slaves you have with you, could you... We don't have any passengers, good. I almost had a heart attack. Could you take stuff through the gate with the slaves and try to deliver it that way? You can... but not a lot. You could take 8 marble through. So I wonder, like, if we brought 41 slaves, would that double our carrying capacity? Thing is, we still wouldn't have enough of the materials. Maybe I am thinking about this the wrong way. Is we need to be bringing materials from the Bronze Desert to the gate? Maybe I'll pay attention this time when we're on that side of the world and see if, like, is there a decent source of iron? Is there a decent source of marble? I don't know where the hell you would find ceruleus crystal up there. But maybe that's one you could pull through. I actually don't remember how much is in a stack of ceruleus crystal. But anyway, we need to leave some of our people behind because we can only take 41 people through. So let's leave some of our fighters. And I think it includes companions as well. So we'll take 20 fighters. How many companions do we have? We have 8, so we can get up to 12 slaves. All right, we still have enough workforce. Well, actually, have plenty of workforce. Although the one thing is we'll have to get some mounts on the way back. So this is 38, 39, 40. Okay, I think that's good. 15, 17. We should have plenty of labor. We'll pick up all these dudes on the way back through. Okay. Go ahead. Oh, we shouldn't leave our supplies, though. I dropped literally everything, and I should have taken our food with us, because that's going to be important. Oh, and we lost one of our carrying capacities. So we'll leave some of the supplies here. All right, back to the other side of the world. We'll puzzle our way out to how to figure out how to fix the realm gate. The easiest way would be to source the materials over there. Oh, 51 crew, you don't say. Fewer than 1 mount, fewer than 1 beast of burden. Okay, so actually let's, sorry. I'm gonna go back real quick. Actually, I'll pause real quick, and then I'll bring you back when I get the right crew. And we're back. I have 50 crew now. I added a few more fighters and then a couple more slaves. Alright, we've launched ourselves back to the other side. Beasts are available, switch over to your lizards. I think I'm going to do the actual swap when we head back the other way, is to just have, there's 1 horse available and no lizards. Just to have the horses, or to only have lizards, just because I really like the movement speed buff from the lizards. There's no market here, so you can't even buy supplies or anything. All right, we're gonna leave immediately and go west to the oil field. We need to get our hands on some supplies and creatures immediately. Yeah, you want to always take at least 1 stack of stuff with you through the gate. Stuff, I mean supplies. And we actually could have taken all of our supplies after I reconfigured things there. But what do we got for beasts? We got 2 beasts of burden, 2 mounts, take it all. Get 2 outriders going here. The other thing is the lizards are the lizard mounts are much more dangerous. I don't know if that's the right word. Are much more, are stronger in combat than the horses are. So, even though they might be not as efficient as their companions, they are pretty good overall. I think I want the protected harness, the lances, blinders, and then the smuggler's compartments, Tarkian awnings, and then we don't have an extra navigation thing. So I think this is all great. I love my cat. I don't even know if he's that good compared to like the guard animals. Like, is vigilance really good? Who knows? I just like that the fact that my Comitatus has a cat. Let's see here. We could take some missions with us, especially, I mean, if we're going to Kabur, I guess. Doesn't look like anything is, so we'll just head out. Like, you guys don't have a bunch of marble. You have 1 iron, none marble, and definitely no ceruleus crystal. I feel like the only source of ceruleus crystal in the world is Lumen. We'll rest here for today, and we'll head to Kabur. Maybe y'all can, in the comments, can explain what I'm not really understanding about trying to source the materials and drag them through the portal. Cause like, if you take them through the portal, and I just might not be understanding the strategy overall. You can only take like a few stacks through the portal. I think I could figure out how to take like 4 stacks through the portal. Just with people labor. I suppose you could go for like the crowded camps debuff and get like a crazy amount of slaves and workers to drag a ton. Well, you can only take 50 people through. So I feel like at most you could get 4 or 5 stacks of materials of anything through the gate. So I just don't think that's enough. I'm not sure. Like, if we look at, this is me puzzling out stuff in real time. Like, if we look at ceruleus crystal, it's 30 units a stack. So maybe I'm looking at the wrong one. Because if you can get it fixed partially, maybe you can bring more stuff through. Maybe like you could bring a single beast of burden through. Or at least more people. So maybe that's what we should do, is we should focus on getting the spectral residue and the silver and the ceruleus crystal, drag that through the gate, fix it partially, and then try to fix it with marble and iron afterwards. Yeah, maybe we'll try that next time. We have associates to get us inside. Neato. All right, before we visit the prince, let's explore the city. You notice a few women in wailing and screaming from several blocks away. You approach a scene involving half a dozen Hanjari soldiers and some locals in a narrow, filthy street. The Tarkians are beating 3 men from this neighborhood senseless, while their wives and mothers are hollering in protest. There are some other bystanders too, though most people tend to give a wide berth to such scenes. What might have caused this is anyone's guess. Your gaze wanders to the commander of the Hanjari group, who is standing 15 feet apart from the beating, arms crossed, with a satisfied smile on her face as she looks on. Ask the commander what is going on. The Hanjari squad leader scoffs, her expression betraying her utter dismay. These damn traitors dared to steal from me last night, she spits. All that impertinence after marauding and murdering their way across the desert. My sister is among their victims. Her expression hardens. Just 2 years she's been dead, so I back off, citizen, if you know what's good for you. We don't even know you. One of the men manages one of the men between kicks to his ribs. No, but your criminal friends will get the message. Well, that's a little rude. This is clearly personal for her, but it appears that the 3 men were just in the wrong place at the wrong time. We do not have any other options other than to attack them or offer your help. Or offer to help in teaching them a lesson, which I assume means we beat them up too. We're just gonna leave. Ren's like, yeah, smart decision, my man. All right, let's go to the palace. We have the sword or the masterwork weapon to drop off. We have an errand to complete. Upon hearing your claims of success in completing the task, a vague pout tugs at the corner of his lips and his brow creeps up slightly, yet he maintains an official tenor. Report on the success in bringing him something of impeccable craftsmanship. After providing him with details you deem accurate, the Seneschal scrutinizes your account and bid to verify your claims. Each response that you provide satisfies his discerning standards, yet a peculiar blend of gratification and exasperation plays across his stern countenance. I think he does this every single time. Uh-oh. What happened to my options to choose? Help! We're trapped. Hold on. I'm gonna get us out of here. pause real quick. Well, I couldn't figure it out. There must be I'll have to let the devs know about that. That trying to turn in that exquisite weapon is, it like takes away your ability to click on anything. So I just come back to the city. I tried to reload a couple times, did not work. But I bought all the beasts of burden here, where we have some mounts, so let's mount up our dudes. Let's see, how are we doing? Labor, fine. We should probably get some more fighters, though. So let's grab the 5 fighters available. Still fine labor-wise, so we won't change any of that stuff. But I would love to get back to the 10 outriders, 25 fighters. But even with the lower amount of fighters that we have, the lizards like make up for the fact that they're not quite as tough. Or I mean, the lizards are more tough. Makes up for the fact that we don't have as many people. All right, we've got all the supplies. I've outfitted myself to go north along the oil fields to Hackterast and then all the way to Cairn Keep beyond. But what I was thinking is the Hackterast guy. Oh, I shouldn't have filled up my inventory as much as I have. Oops. Well, that's fine. We can just sell some of the supplies back. We bought them for 1, we can sell them for 1. You actually don't lose anything by doing that. There's a... Where is that? The striking black gold. They want 30 whoa! They want... I read this as 30... Not 30 stacks. I read it as like 30 individual items. So it's very funny. Like, well, how much is a stack of ivory, by the way? 20, okay. So maybe 20 of this. Do you have tin? You only have 4. The tin might have to wait until we get the realm gate working, because then we could bring it from like a Vernum or something. So we'll bring him a single stack of ivory, because he wants 30, and we're like, well, here's 1/30th of what you asked for. Anyway, we're gonna leave. Maybe it's just unlucky that the bug showed up for that quest. Otherwise, I'll have to let somebody know, and then we can hopefully get that sorted. The better part of the last 15 minutes, the silence of the wasteland has been disrupted by the sound of drums. At least a dozen of them, if you would have to guess. You cannot ignore them anymore. The designated route of the Comitatus runs too close to their supposed location. We have to find its source, right? We can't avoid this. You approach the source of the pounding drums, accompanied by some of your most trusty Komes. You crawl on all fours to the top of a nearby dune, and you see a sight to behold. Down below, in a small valley, is a congregation of orcs, thoroughly occupied by what seems to be some kind of ritualistic impromptu drumming session. A dozen of them hammer down on their crude instruments like there's no tomorrow, their faces distorted in ecstatic revelry. Try to sneak in. Oh man. Yeah, let's join them in their celebration. You stand up from your this is ridiculous, but you stand up from your crouching position, wipe the dust from your shoulders, and emerge from behind the dune. The orcs do not even notice you at first, but then one of the main drummers, judging from his attire, he must be a shaman, hollers out loudly and points a gnarly finger at you. Hold up, lads, he yells as the drumming stops. Painted orc faces stare at you. The shaman then snorts merrily. Would you believe that? One of our own graces us. Then he turns to his fellow orcs. I said, would you believe that? What say you? Can this one join us? Sure is one brave effort to come join us during our ritual war dance. In less than a heartbeat, the whole orc horde starts chanting, and the shaman throws you a toothy grin. The next several hours pass in a blur of vehement drumming, strong orcish boos, and ferocious celebration. You're only half aware of the shaman loading you with gifts and your people leading you back to the Comitatus. You awake to the familiar sound of the marching Comitatus and the terrible pain in your head. What just happened? We weakened. Gorgoro and Skornar gained loyalty, and we gained some tribal trinkets. What a wild interaction. Orcs know how to party, right? Man, that's a fun one. I like that. That was pretty good. Title of the episode right there. Let's head into the oil field here. We're gonna drop off. I guess we only had one from these guys. Do you have anything you want me to take elsewhere? Back to Stygius Lumber Camp. We could take this all the way to Cairn Keep. It's a good amount of money. And we might as well. We still have plenty of supplies. We can get some supplies, probably in Aharkada, if I had to guess. 7 days away, we have 9 days of supplies. That seems accurate. Was there anything to do here? Because you guys fixed this stuff. Oh, right, we have like the second part of our like reward to get. He wants to thank you for your assistance in resolving the storage crisis. Believe it or not, a claw who had been here to previously paid me another visit a few days after the oil silos were finally filled to the brim. He chortles nervously. You know, the agents of the council. I've reported to a number of claws, and I can tell you none of them are pleasant people to be around. But this guy gives me the chills. I didn't realize he was supposed to be like holding his S's this whole time. My brain was just like Xing out the extra S's. The encounter must have been quite uncomfortable, judging by the tiny droplets of sweat that have appeared and now are beating on the Magister's forehead. I swear to you that I saw that he was disappointed, but when he realized that we have to solve the issues of the oil storage, I bet he was looking forward to reporting my failure to the Stinger Lords. I'm pretty sure he wanted to depose me, but that wretched, this is hard to read, that wretched serpent, I know when someone has a hidden agenda, I just know it. I have an eye for these things, you see, a sixth sense, if you will. He has too many S's, stop it. His thoughts trail off, but then he continues. Anyway, I wanted to thank you for what you did, Vagrus. I appreciate it, I really do. I hope I never have to talk to this man again. Realizing he ought to provide you with a token of gratitude, he looks around his office, points to a box of quality wine and a small marble statuette figurine, and he says he wants you to have them with an ear-to-ear grin. You tell him it has been your pleasure. We got one luxury wine, and we can't carry it. That's fine, my guy. Like, holy crap, is this for us? Yeah, we'll leave the one wine behind. Thank you, sir. Leave the Magister's office. The oil must be something that, that's obviously being taken to Cairn Keep, probably. Let's continue on. We still have 5 movement. So we'll go up to the next oil field here. Just a colorful cast of characters in today's episode. We had an orc party. We met a man who talks like a snake. And then we should reach the oil field tomorrow. Not quite. Very close. Tomorrow. That's what I meant. All right, into the oil field. Drop off some of these. Don't give up. It's weird that I can give up on this one, but not these two. They're like, these, don't you dare. Let's see here. We would love Hackterest or Cairn Keep. Doesn't look like it, so if we take anything, we'll take it on the way back. We could possibly drop some stuff. We'll get 3 more mounts. We could drop two lizards, because we don't really need the capacity. Get a couple more fighters here. We need 4 more to have the full crew that I like to have. 626 combat strength. We're like invincible. All right, and then continue onward to Hackterest, or Harkada is what I meant. Where the hell is Hackterest? Oh, it's a little further. Okay, it is the right direction. Just further away. There's not, the funny thing is, most of our missions that I at least have journal entries for are on the other side of the world. So really the only reason for me to come over to this side, you know, in general, is to push along the Chimera Legion storyline, you know, between them and the rebels out here. And trying to move the prince's missions along, but that one's bugged. So I don't know why I would ever come over here, at least, you know, for the time being. All right, so we can drop off another beast of burden here. We're just like slowly losing our manpower as we go, which is fine because I think by the time we get to Karen Keep, we'll be fine. Talk to the soldiers. Can we get some? Cool, we got some stuff. Speak with the Centurion. Inquire about the weapons trade. Talk to him about his family. Maybe I'd already talked to him about all that stuff. It's hard to keep track of all the lore I've like come across in this game. There's quite a lot of it, which is a good thing. It's well written. All right, and then we'll get to Hacktoress today, and then I think that's where we'll pause the episode for now. And we'll go up here. And I was poking around back when I was trying to get the story mission to go forward. It's very cold outside. Feed the fire. We lost a little vigor, that's fine. And we made it to Hacktoress with 1 day of supplies to spare. Oops. Well, I don't think I had the option not to pay taxes there. Cool, let's turn in our stuff. Enter the Hanjari compound. Expansive chambers. We have brought materials. We have brought some ivory. +1 for the Hanjari. I don't have anything else for him. So you have to bring him like crazy amounts of ivory and then crazy amounts of tin. Like a third of the crazy amounts of tin. But really the best way to do it would be to come through the stone gate with like a fully laden comitatus of ivory from like the bone pit out near Torzag Shelter. So I would love to get that thing fixed. We should buy all their supplies before I forget. And these are all for Karen Keep. Hacktoress. Oh, nope, these are active. We could go back the other way, but right now we gotta go to Karen Keep. 250? It takes 2 encounters though. Honestly, the drawback of like these or not the drawback, but the one thing you gotta keep in mind is how many encounters they take and if they would require multiple days, plus like, you know, that's a lot of supplies. So I saw, yes, I was gonna say the Loaders Guild wants me to smuggle some crap into Karen Keep. They want me to smuggle a crap ton of weed. Oh, that's wonderful. All right, we're gonna pause the episode there. If you guys enjoyed, click the like button. It helps me out a lot. If you want to see more Vagrus the Riven Realms or the other videos I have going on the channel, subscribe to the channel. That also helps me out a lot. But until next time, everybody, I hope you have a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody.